designers are the oldest people in the world, 80, 90 years old. You're Giorgio Armani, Ralph Lauren, those guys are all for a reason. They're making billions and billions right now because they've taken time to be patient and master the art of whatever they're doing. But Kenyans are not patient. Your designer, your so-called designers wants to make money today and tomorrow, so that's why they're selling kitenges all over. Their creativity is limited because they want to make fast money. So it is a lucrative business, but it is a business that takes time.
There is the difference between fast fashion and fashion itself. So some of the ideologies behind fast fashion, it's that it makes fast money, but it doesn't last. So what do you think about that?
Let me say something about what you call fast fashion. It's not that it makes money fast, it's about the product. So when you're selling a poor quality product, but it looks good in sense, you'll sell it because people like things that look good. But at the end of the day, it's not in any business. If the product is not of good quality, it's not long term. So your longevity is limited because you'll sell now, but later your business will go out of business because you're not focusing on the product and the quality of the product. You're just focusing on making money. So that's the problem. If you focus on just making money and not the product, you'll fail as a business because what is selling you is the product and the quality of the product. Yeah.
You have said that one has to be patient in order for them to make it successfully in the fashion industry. So as a designer who has been in the industry, where do you think somebody should start from so that he or she can call himself or herself a designer?
At the end of the day, if you're saying you're a designer, there's something called authenticity. If you're authentic, if your product is authentic, yours, your creativity, it's coming from you, it has an identity which is you, you'll sell it. There's no problem. But you have to take time to understand this product. If it's you, what are you selling and who are you selling to? So if you're calling yourself a designer, because if you want to make billions in fashion, you have to sell off the rack, which is mass production. That's why Gucci, Louis, Prada, those guys are making billions and billions in the fashion industry because they master the art of mass production and then distribution channels. This is one thing you can never do in Kenya because the first thing is we're importing every single aspect of production except labor. Labor is the only thing that's available here. Then from there, what distribution channels do you have? In the US, you have blooming. So the art of mass production and distribution is perfected there. Here, how can you do that? You're importing fabric, you're importing accessories, you're importing machines, you're importing every single aspect except labor. So when will you get to that point that you're saying you're doing mass production and selling off the rack? On top of that, distribution channels don't have them. After that, you do need to do intensive marketing. You understand? So before you get to that point, unless your production cost is very, very low, to do mass production in Kenya and selling for a designer is very hard. Not even in Kenya, in Africa.
In your opinion, what do you think are some of the hitches that should be changed in order for the government to cater for the mass production, distribution, and everything that is concerning the productivity of each and every designer in Kenya and even the key fashion players in Kenya?
I'll tell you the first problem. The guys you call the key fashion players, they're not fashion players. They're not key. You understand? That's the problem. Because it starts in within. We say we have an industry. We don't have an industry. We just have an image. We have an imagination of an industry. You have guys in the industry who are not willing to work for the industry, just willing to work for themselves. That's the problem in Kenya. Every
fashionable ideas.
As a designer, inspirations comes from everywhere. If you're in Kenya and you're saying inspiration comes from Nigeria, then you have a problem. Why should it not come from Kenya? Inspiration comes from you. Because if you're a designer, there's an image. If I'm making suits, I'm making suits because I like suits. I love suits. So how can I make this suit look good? I can do this and this and this. So if you're buying my product, if you're buying the brand Ashok Sunny tailored, you're buying a image that has been portrayed, something that you see, something that you like and you can associate with. So that's the essence of a designer. Authentically, what are you selling? You understand? Before you come to what inspires you and everything, what are you selling? What are you bringing to the market? Can someone identify that with you? You understand? So inspiration comes from you within, then from your environment. So I think for me, I'll say Kenya is my inspiration because I'm here and I'm getting inspiration every single day from from people around me.
What do you think should be done so that the fashion industry can be inclusive and accessible to even people like the crippled, people who have disabilities, so that everybody can be included?
When you're selling something, you need to know who you're selling to. Who's your client? You need to know, this is what I'm selling, and I'm selling this to this person. Because you cannot sell to everyone. That's you're not Safaricom. You're not Tuzo. You can't sell to everyone. You understand? You need to know your target market. So if my target market is them, then I'll create something that I'll first of all sit down and study my client. What do they like? What do they like to wear? This is what they like to wear. This is the price range they can afford. This is the fabric I can use to cater for that price range. Then I can market to them. You understand? But the thing is, if I'm selling right now and I want to sell, you understand? I'll go and study this demographic, which is the disability, what kind of clothes they like to wear. Do they like to be fashionable? Do they just like normal clothes, something simple they can wear? And this is the price they can afford from this range to this range. So it's all up to us as a fashion designer, and say, this is my target market. I'm all inclusive, or I'm targeting a certain kind of people, or I'm targeting all of them. So it's up to me to decide who am I selling to, and what do I want to sell to them.
Where do you see like our country Kenya with these such commodities in the next 10 years?
First of all, I'd say it's all about what you want to achieve as a human being. If those are the things you fancy, those are the things that you like to wear, guys, let me tell you, guys will wear them. Guys have money. Guys have money to buy these things. People, see, the thing is, we are more influenced by trends. I think we are one of the countries in Africa that actually follow trends. So if these things are there and they are accessible, people can access them, let me tell you one thing, they'll wear them. Because I've seen people spend a lot of money on very, very menial things. So if it's something that it's trendy, I think I'll tell you they'll wear.
What current or popular trend do you think that is undermined and can be like embraced and turned into a good idea? So
there's been a trend called bespoke. This is something that people don't understand, because I see most of your designers or your tailors saying they do bespoke suits, but in sense they're not doing bespoke suits, they're doing made to measure. So lack of knowledge and ignorance will make you end up buying low quality at a higher cost. Because when I'm telling you bespoke, when you're doing a bespoke suit, when someone is telling you they're doing a bespoke suit in 1 week, that's a big lie. A bespoke suit minimum can take you 4 weeks, because 70% of the work for a bespoke suit is done by hand. So you can never do, if I'm stitching this blazer bespoke by hand, it can never take me 5 days. It will take me 4 weeks. 30% is done by machine, because when you're bringing the parts together, the back part, front part, the hands, you're bringing them together, you use a machine. You have to use a machine. But every single, if I'm stitching the front part alone by hand, to take me at least 4 days. Then the back part, then the hands, then I'm doing finishing by hand at the end of the day. Then I'm ironing by hand. You understand? That's a bespoke suit. That's why a bespoke suit is very, very expensive, because it's very meticulous and it takes a lot of time to make, and it's very detailed. Now, made to measure is your normal suit now. You'll go to your fundi say and attack a suiti. Come after 3 days. That's made to measure. Poor quality fabric, and then everything is done by machine. Yes, that's made to measure. So if people embrace in Kenya bespoke, and they understand that the essence of, because let me tell you one thing, the fabrics that we have here are fabrics that Kina Giorgio Armani are using to sell their suits. The same supplier who's supplying Giorgio Armani is the same supplier supplying Ashok. But Ashok will come and tell you this suit will cost you 100 to 150,000 shillings. He'll say, you're very expensive, you're trying to steal from me. But you don't understand the essence of the quality of fabric that I'm selling to you. On top of that, the workup that's going to be put into making that suit is a lot of work. You don't understand, because you don't know what bespoke is. You see, because you're used to made to measure. Your fundi is selling you a suit at 7,000-8,000, and you believe that's a good quality. It's not. It's not a good quality. It's a suit, but it's not a good quality suit.
So the purpose,
yes. No. So bespoke, it's timeless. You'll wear a bespoke blazer, you leave it to your son, you leave it to your grandson. That's a bespoke. We create timeless memories. That's a bespoke suit. But you'll go and buy Hugo Boss at 300,000 because it's a big brand. Ashok is telling you, give me half of that, I'll make you a bespoke suit. You'll say, no, Ashok is stealing from me because Ashok is Kenyan. Ashok is local. We don't trust Ashok. That's a problem. So the biggest trend which people are undermining is the essence of bespoke suits.
Well. You have heard it for yourself that the fashion industry is full of selfishness, laxity, and even somebody made it clear that the fashion industry only exists in the mind, that it is nowhere to be seen. But we are here to learn and change a lot of things. With patience, the fashion industry can grow and become what we want it to be, like the first class fashion industry that we all want to talk about. So before we take a break from this, you know what we always do. Welcome to the street. Remember, this is the Trendy Hub, the home of endless possibilities. As they all know, the street is the only place that is full of fun, action, liveness, and even entertainment. Today, our question on the fashion and street, we talk about what type of attires do the opposite gender love on the other gender. This is the Trendy Hub, the home of endless possibilities. Let's have fun. So, hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Brian.
So, Brian, I want to ask you a simple question. As you all know that different things attract men to women and vice versa. So what type of clothes do you love on women?
Mimi napenda casual kwa sababu wanakaa decent on casual.
So if there was any other woman who is beautiful and she's not on casual clothes, would you still dismiss her?
Not really. I prefer casual because inakaa too decent.
Thank you, Brian. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
What's your name?
I'm Josiah Musa.
So, Josiah, we are here to confirm if men get attracted with what they see.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, do you like the type of clothes that women put on?
Some of them, but not all.
Okay, what type of clothing do you love on women?
Let's say like casual outfit. Yeah.
Explain your casual.
Jeans, it's okay, but not the tight one. Khaki. They can also dress the mini skirts, but not the shorter one. Yeah.
So if a lady had a ragged jeans, and it has got patches over the thighs, and you can see her thighs from a distance, would you really love that?
I may be attracted, but walking with her, it will be a challenge. Yeah.
What's the challenge in that?
Because then the parents will see you with such a girl. They'll see she's not a good one. Yeah.
So, is it okay to judge people according to what they put on?
Nowadays. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Brian.
Hi.
You're looking nice.
Thank you.
So, what's your name?
Maureen.
And you?
Yvonne.
Yvonne. So, Yvonne, on our today's quiz, we're just asking, what type of clothing attracts you to men? Like, what type of clothes do you love on a man?
I can say maybe casual wear, a jeans trouser and a coat, and maybe inside a t-shirt, because they look more masculine and then they look serious but not serious at the same time. You can be able to understand them and talk to them freely.
Okay, how about you? I hope your taste is different from hers.
It's actually the same.
No, you can't have the same taste. So imagine you'll be dating the same boyfriend. Just give me a different taste of man, of that type of clothing you love.
Official wear. Because they look focused. They look good, in short.
They look good in short.
They look sharp, focused.
So there are different types of official. There is the suit type, but there is the other casual official. So can you explain your type of official?
The suit type.
The suit type.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you so much, ladies.
Welcome.